Hey everybody, it's the beginning of National Suicide Prevention Week, and signs like this are popping up all around Connellsville, Pennsylvania. They are the message that my guest needs to share. He was born 27 years ago on September 10th. That's National Suicide Prevention Day. And he uses his words to speak life. Welcome to Ethan Keedy. He's my guest today. Welcome, Ethan.
Hi, Mary. Thanks for having me today.
I'm so glad that you're here. You own Keedy's restaurant. You're a city councilman. You've spoken in schools. You've given back to the community in so many ways. It seems like it's your mission in life to serve others. So tell me, what was the major change in your life that started all of this?
Well, probably the biggest thing that happened is when I was 17 years old, I lost my father to suicide. And, I was just a normal kid going to high school, living, waiting till I was 18 that, major life things were going to happen. You can move out, you can go to college and do all these things. And just as a moment's notice, my whole life changed. And on March 5th, 2010, at 6:41 p.m., I had absolutely no idea what the rest of my life was going to entail. And I knew at that point in time that I needed to be there for my mother. I needed to be there for my brother. I needed to be strong for them. And at a time where I thought I had everything figured out, it changed. And it changed me. It made me stronger. It made me the person who I am today. But through that change, I had to learn how to deal with a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow and a lot of grief. And what I've come to realize in life is that you have absolutely no idea what tomorrow is going to bring, but you have every means and every resource to make it what you want to make it. And I believe that's why God gave me the story that I have, and He allowed me to go through this journey that I'm going through so that I can use it to show other people that we can get through pretty much anything that we need to get through.
What did you need most from others when your father took his life?
Mostly when I was 17, again, I was just a child. So I needed somebody to listen. I needed somebody to be there. But not only did I need somebody to listen, I didn't need somebody to tell me that everything is going to be okay, because I knew that deep down. I knew that we were going to be okay one day. Now, my mom was struggling with how we were going to put food on the table, and she was constantly worrying about everything. And what I needed was somebody to show me, to make me believe that tomorrow was going to be better. And, I had a teacher that I had in high school that sat down and she explained to me, she's like, listen, we all have lost somebody in our life that we didn't expect. Now, I can't say that I've gone through the same loss that you have, because I didn't lose the person that I lost to suicide, but I made it through it. I've known other people that have made it through it. This is how we did it. And this is what I recommend for you to try to get over this. And one of the biggest things was going to church and getting involved in my community and making a better use out of the pain that I was feeling and using it to help people. But what I want to do is I want to say the kind of the scenario that I always say when I'm in schools. And what it is, picture a 17-year-old kid that just had his whole entire world turned upside down on him. And I call it living in a big, deep hole. And one day, the doctor walks by, he writes out a prescription, he tosses it down in the hole, and he says, take this 3 times a day and you'll be fine. Well, again, you feel a little bit better, but you just can't seem to get out of this darkness that you're in. A few minutes later, my pastor walks by and we say a couple prayers, and he tells me what I need to do, and I feel a little bit better, but I still just couldn't get out of it. And it wasn't until my friend walked by and he saw me down inside of this hole in this deep darkness, and he jumps down in there with me. And at that point, I'm like, listen, I said, you're crazy. Now we're both kind of stuck down here. And he looks at me, he's like, no, he said, I've been here before. Let me show you the way out. And that's exactly what I needed. I needed somebody to show me the way out of the darkness, and to kind of show me the path into the lights and into the better days. And, I was blessed that I had people that I could count on and that I knew that was with me. But that's the biggest thing with people that's suffering from depression or suicidal thoughts, is they think that they are completely alone in life. But They're not. I mean, they all have family, they all have friends, they all have people that are counting on them. Even if they don't want to admit it, even if they think that they are completely alone, there is somebody out there that would do anything for you. And, that is something that I needed to realize, because I'm somebody that absolutely refuses to ask for help, refuses to talk to people. And after I lost my father, I realized how important it was to talk and how important it was to ask for help and to be there for other people and to be that person that helps others. And, that's why I'm trying to live a better life and trying to do it for other people as well.
Very good. So you are a light to other people as people have been a light to you. How can we be a light to others when we see someone who may be struggling?
Well, especially where it's so easy to say a negative thought. It's so easy to kind of down somebody. And people say, well, it's so hard to bring somebody up when they're already down. Well, it's not. It's as easy as it is to put somebody down as it is to lift them up. You just got to look at somebody, you got to comment on the dress that they're wearing, the outfit that they're wearing, the way that they did their hair, that they look good that day, that they seem happy that day, that they invite them to lunch, call them and check in. Just that notion that you made an effort to show that they are important to you, that you checked in on them, that you welcomed them into your life, can go a long way. And if you're in school, the biggest thing you can do is to walk up to somebody that you probably never would have walked up to and include them into your group, include them in your daily activities, say hi to them. A simple hello, you would be amazed of how far that can go.
Absolutely. A simple act of kindness, a simple word. And, even asking, are you okay? Right? Yes.
Asking somebody if they're okay means a lot, because coming from me, I've learned in life, especially after these 10 years, that it is absolutely okay not to be okay. Because there's 365 days in a year, and I can absolutely guarantee not a single person on this earth is okay every single one of them days. If they are, I need to meet them and find out what they're doing, because I think we all could use some of that in our lives. But, there's 7 days in a week, I'm probably not okay 4 out of 7 of them. And that's why I rely on people that I can count on to reach out to them and say, hey, I need help with this. Hey, can you give me some advice on this? And I'm the same way with other people. They call me sometimes 12 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I've gotten woken up and had a conversation with somebody just because they were feeling upset or they were feeling overwhelmed. And to know that I can do that kind of good for someone can go a long way. But I think the best thing is to remember that it's absolutely fine not to be okay.
Awesome. What do you want to say to the person right now who is struggling? A word of hope. And certainly it's okay not to be okay is certainly a lot to say. But what would you say to somebody right now who needs a word of encouragement?
If somebody is struggling this week, at this moment, in this day, with depression or suicidal thoughts, I'm asking you to look into my eyes and realize that there is pain still in these eyes. There is pain and sorrow still in this heart from somebody that has lost somebody that meant everything to them. Somebody that should have been with me when I graduated high school, somebody that should have been with me when I opened my business, somebody that should be with me when I pursue my political aspirations. And I don't have that person that I counted on, that I could count on, that I needed and that I continue to need. And I just want you to know that the pain that you're feeling inside right now is there. I'm not going to deny that, but it will go away. Tomorrow is a better day, and tomorrow is whatever you decide to make it, because you cannot control what other people do to you, what they say to you, how they treat you, but you can absolutely control how you react. And I'm asking you to reach out to me, reach out to a loved one, reach out to somebody and let them know that you are not okay, because that is okay. And know that tomorrow is a lot better with you in it. And my saying in life is live life the way it is, or make it something worth living. And we have the power to make any day how we want it. We have the resources and the means that we're given by God to do whatever we need to do to make ourselves happy. And taking your life is never a solution. And that there are people here that are counting on you, that need you. And I need you to understand that you are more than needed in this world, and to stay here with us.
What keeps you going? What keeps you if you're feeling down, you're not having an okay day? What keeps you going?
Currently, what keeps me going is I have been listening to gospel music in the car, and I've been attending church every Sunday, and I have been working, honestly, probably work and church and volunteering and giving back to my community are things that keeps me going each and every day, because I see that there are so many people out there in this world that need help, or that need somebody to be there for them. And to know that I can use this story that God gave me in ways that can help people are the things that keep me going every day, because know that there's not a day goes by that I probably don't become upset, or that I don't cry, or that I don't get emotional because of the things that I've gone through in life. But I know that there are more people out there that have probably gone through worse, and that are still going each and every day, making the life that they want to live. And if they can do it, that's what tells me that I can do it.
Tell me about the signs that you have that you're putting around town this week.
Yes, the signs was an idea, this year being 10 years since I lost my father, I had so many things I wanted to do for National Suicide Prevention Week. And with COVID-19 happening, it kind of put a limit on the things that I could do. And the one thing I knew I could do is I could put up signs. Because if you're driving down the road, if you're having a horrible day, if you had a bad work day, if you're stressed out, and you come across a sign that says that you are not alone, if you come across a sign that says this pain shall pass, or that tomorrow with you in it, and never give up. The person that might be contemplating taking their life, or that's having a bad day, might say, that was a sign. That was a sign that I'm meant to be here, that I'm meant to go, that I'm meant to be in this world, that I shouldn't go through with what I was thinking. And I don't know if it's going to impact the people that I think that it's going to impact, but I just know that the idea came into my head, and I said, you know what, this is something that I have to do. Because when we don't feel good, when we have an upset stomach, what do? We make a doctor's appointment. But when we're sad and we're upset, what do? A lot of the times we don't do anything. And I want to try to raise some kind of awareness to say it's okay to reach out to a doctor if you don't feel happy, if you don't feel alive, if you don't feel wanted. It's okay to reach out to a doctor. And that's the goal behind this project, is to raise awareness to suicide prevention, because I lost somebody that I loved very dearly to this. And if I can save one person from making that decision and stopping that pain from traveling on to another family, then that's what I'm going to do. And Suicide Prevention Day falls on my birthday each and every year, September 10th. And to share my birthday with the prevention day that took my father's life just is another sign to me that God gave me a story that I need to use, and that I need to share it with others. And that's how I see it. And that's how I am going to continue to live this life, just by helping other people.
Thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today. And thank you to Ethan for being such a light, putting up these signs of hope and creating awareness, speaking life to others, and sharing with us that, those tips on just being able to reach out to somebody, let them know that you care. How are you? Are you okay? Complimenting them. What you are doing when you do that is you are acknowledging them. You are letting them know that their life matters. You can reach out to Ethan at any time, and know that the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is there for you as well. Talk to somebody. Talk to a friend. Talk to a family. Ethan's there as well. Just know that we all care. We care about you, and we're so glad that you could be with us today. This is it for Living Better Now.